Good evening, everybody. Welcome to your Thursday evening Facebook Live. My name is Sarah Edwards. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I come to you guys live every Tuesday and Thursday, usually at 7, to do a fun new project. So today's the last day that we will have to do it at 6. Knock on wood. I should probably knock on something. But next week, Tuesdays and Thursdays, it will be at our normal 7 o'clock time. So on Tuesday, I was in a tank top, and today I'm in long sleeves. Only in Arizona. Actually, I'm sure it's everywhere, but it was absolutely gorgeous on Tuesday. Now it's a little bit chillier. I think rain is coming. My body is definitely telling me that there's rain, which is amazing. But then again, we have so many weeds from the last rain, and I keep trying to get out there and spray them, and it keeps raining, or I have to work. So that was the plan for tomorrow morning, but now that it's going to rain, I'm not going to be able to do it. Darn it. I actually do enjoy spraying the weeds. I don't know what it is, but the dogs walk around the yard with me, and it's just like a little bit of alone time, and it's kind of nice. But anyway, welcome and thanks for joining me. Hello, Stephanie. Hello, Valerie. So today, Stampin' Up! Put out for demonstrators only. So if you are a demonstrator, definitely go on and check out the new online exclusives. They are absolutely spectacular. I don't always 2-day air my product, but I did this because I think we're going to be using that for our next card class. It is absolutely gorgeous. I cannot wait to get my hot little hands on it. And I was hoping it was going to be delivered on Saturday because sometimes UPS does deliver on Saturdays, but I checked today and it says Monday. So I'm a little sad, but that's okay. It'll just kind of make it more exciting when it arrives. So let's point you over. We have lots to talk about and lots of cards to put together. I did pre-prep a lot of the cards, just because not that it was like overwhelming of a lot to do. It was just a little tedious. And sometimes I don't do tedious very often, but this one definitely needed some tediousness, if that's a word, which I don't think it is, but we're going to use it for today. So this is the set that I'm focusing on this week. So I'll show you what we did on Tuesday's cards as well. I am focusing on the flower right here and then this little flower and the banner. And I'm using the sentiments that are included in the set for this card. Good evening, Jessica. Welcome. So let me pull out the stamp or the dies. So this is the flower that cuts out the die. And what is spectacular is you get 2 of these dies so you can run 2 at the same time. And I put a little piece of post-it note tape on them just because they're super tiny and it went super smooth. You'll see how many I cut out. So that's what we're using out of the die set. And you can see I keep all of my extra little pieces inside because I might need them for something. So they just slide right underneath and nobody knows they're there unless you have one that tries to run away. So this is the set we're using, and this is in the annual catalog. It's $47.50, so you would just need to add on maybe a pack of the dimensionals or a thing of our glue, and you can get a free celebration item as well. And they actually added more celebration items to this kit as well. So these are the cards we did on Tuesday. And we did use the little flowers, but I am focusing solely on those little flowers for this card. So there's these. And I actually had to run in the house because I put them in there so I could mail them, get them ready to mail out for Valentine's Day. So this is the card we're going to be making today. I did see an artisan design team member create something similar to this, and I was like, oh, that is absolutely gorgeous. I do feel for the next card that we do, I am going to scooch it up a smidgen so I can put the sentiment at the bottom. But I do like it here as well. So we'll see what it looks like. And you could even have it go this way on the card too. So that's what we're going to be doing. And I have a couple different colors that we're going to do this in. So I brought in the Gorgeous Grape. I brought in Berry Burst. And a color that I don't use very often This is Calypso Coral. I use Calypso Coral if there's like the design, if the color's in the designer series paper, I use a ton of it. But if there isn't, if it's not in the designer series paper, I don't tend to use it very often, but it's absolutely gorgeous. So those are the three colors we're going to be playing with, but we're going to do the Gorgeous Grape first. You are going to need 4 of the little tiny flowers, and you're going to need 4 of the little bit bigger flowers. And I probably should tell you the cardstock sizes as well. So this is our thick basic white, and it measures 8.5 by 5.5, and I scored it at 4.25. So you can go ahead and fold this. This Gorgeous Grape is 4 inches by 5.25, and I did emboss it with our polka dots. This is one of the online exclusives. You get 3 embossing folders, and I love the polka dots. So we can actually just glue this down. We're not adding anything else to this. This is going to be the back of our card. So we can just glue it down while we have it in our hand. Okay, set that aside. So remember, you need 4 of this size and 4 of this size. So I'm going to bring in my light Highland Heather and my dark. Oops, wrong end. So it's not super tedious per se. It just is really tiny leaves. And it's nice that you have a point on the end of your blender pen, so it's easy to color. And I felt you probably didn't need to sit and watch me color a million of these. So I pre-colored all the other ones. So I'm just going to sit and color one of them with you, even though you did see me color it on Tuesday. I thought that might be a little bit monotonous to sit and watch me color. I think 12 of them. We're going to hopefully do all 3 colors, and you guys can tell me which one you like best. So just gently coloring in with the light version. There's that. And then I'm going to come in with the dark Highland Heather, and I'm going to do the inside. And then I'm going to come in, and there's a little lip on this leaf, or that petal and this petal. And then I'm going to come in and do the center and kind of just highlight the center of the leaf or the flower. And I want to come in and do this part of it as well. So it just gives it a little bit of dimension. Oh, do you like to watch people color, Jessica? That is good to know. Okay, so now I'm going to come in with the light Granny Apple Green. And these are the same colors that I used on Tuesday as well. So we're going to color the leaf in light Granny Apple Green. It is kind of therapeutic to color. And I die cut everything yesterday. And then Bo and I had a dermatology appointment. And once we got back, I came in and colored them. So now I'm going to take the dark and I'm just going to accent and highlight the veins in the leaf. There we go. Good evening, Carol. Welcome. So just highlighting. And with the amazing technology we now have all 4 colored, as well as the little tiny pieces. Beautiful, right? Now here's an extra little tidbit. I did not do these on the rest of them, but I really think you could take the Wink of Stella and Wink of Stella these. We can put this crap on everything. Like the Frank's Red Hot Sauce. So I'm just going to come in and quickly color with the Wink of Stella. And the hardest part is holding these guys down. I guess I could grab my take your pick tool. Oh, well, that's the scoring tool, but same thing. And then my big hand wouldn't be in the way. And did you know you can color with the Wink of Stella? So you can take your re-inkers and put a little bit on your glass mat and then pick the re-inker up with your Wink of Stella and the color will be intertwined in it. It's absolutely gorgeous. Okay, last one. And I think my Wink of Stella might be almost out because you can kind of see my first one is super duper sparkly, but the last one's not as sparkly, but it's okay. We're still going to go with it. So these four I'm going to push to the side. And these four I am going to put dimensionals on them. And like I said on Tuesday's live, 3 is definitely overkill, but I think 2 is not enough and 1 is definitely not enough. So it's your card. If you just want 1, put 1. If you want a million, put a million. Peel the backings off. Oh, I should have put this on as my guide first. That's how I did my first one. Well, let's just wing it. So let's pick them all up, bring in our card base, and I'm going to start by putting one up at the top. I'm not going to press it down just because I want to make sure that I am going to be able to create my circle. That's why I was saying I probably should have put it down to create my circle and then, hey, that actually worked out pretty good. I don't think I could do that again if I tried. So there's our circle. Now I'm going to come in and I just want to put a smidgen of green glue on each of these little petals. You don't want too much because it'll eke out the other side. And now I'm going to grab my flowers and the putty ends, and I'm going to put these right in the center. This is so pretty. I don't know if the videos do these cards justice, but wow, that is absolutely gorgeous. So now I'm going to open up my gorgeous grape, bring in my banner, and time to celebrate. Happy birthday. I send lots of birthday cards, so I can't ever have enough. There we go. Let's close this up. I want to clean that stamp so I don't cross-contaminate. And let's see what it looks like down at the bottom. I don't know. I kind of think I like it up in the center versus down on the bottom, but let's turn it sideways. See, had I put it more centered, I could have done it this way. Oh, you know what? I could probably still do it this way. Let's be a little adventurous. I'm going to put a couple mini dimensionals here, and I want to put a smidgen of glue just on the little wings. And I am going to do it this way because I'm going to show you a little trick. Let's bring in the rhinestones. And even though it's a little off-centered, I'm going to grab some of my large rhinestones and I'm going to put them on the edge. So it kind of fills in that gap and it looks like I did that purposely. There we go. Look how fun and cute this card is. So here is one vertical and horizontal. And this one is Sweet Sorbet. Sweet Sorbet and Gorgeous Grape. Okay, the other colors are already cut. and colored, so we just have to glue them together. So let's see which one is our favorite. Let's glue this down. This is the Calypso Coral. And like I should have showed you in the beginning, this is how I did my original one. So I laid them down without any adhesive on the bottom. And that gave me kind of a little mask to work with. Well, that looks pretty good, but I actually need to move it over a smidgen, I think. And maybe up a little bit. See, you can wiggle it around to where you want it. Okay, that looks pretty good. So then you can just take one off and do one at a time. Actually, I didn't quite get that over on the leaf, so we're just going to do that one with two. That's going to go on the bottom. Pull this guy off. And maybe you would only need to do two if I did them a little bit closer together. Look at that. Just saved us about an hour of removing dimensional backings. There's the last one. There we go. Let's grab our glue and we're just going to add a little bit right on the edges, and I'm doing both sides. Take your pick tool, put this in the center. I just got a new putty. It's phenomenal. It's the little things in life that make me happy. Okay, let's grab our Calypso Coral ink, and we have one left to do, so hopefully you guys stick with me and you guys can tell me which one is your favorites. And I am doing happy birthday. I need a ton of them, so I'm just going to do all happy birthday. We're going to grab our mini. Oh, that little guy is trying to run away. There we go. And this just gives it a little extra support. Okay, there's that. And I actually might not have enough rhinestones to put on the last card. I'm using them for a project, and my project is in the house on my table. And I didn't want to bring it out because I'm going to work on it in the morning. So there we go. There's the Calypso Coral. And our last one is Berry Burst. Berry Burst is a gorgeous color. It was an old in color, and they brought it back. And let's do this one horizontal. So I want to make sure to lay it sideways when I'm going to put this together. And then I won't forget. Bring in all of our parts and pieces. So let's do one at the top. And let's do one at the bottom. Let's do this on the side. There we go. Oh, so cute. Yes, Jessica, you definitely could. Yeah, you can add the ribbon to it. There's so many possibilities. It's such a fun set, and I think it was overlooked in the annual catalog. I got it a while back, and this is the first, we're using this in card class on Saturday, this set. No, we're not making these cards, but we're using this set. It's a gorgeous card, what we are making though. Okay, I don't know which one's my favorite. I really thought the Gorgeous Grape was going to be my favorite, but then I see the Berry Burst. I don't know. This would be something good to do at the retreats. So if you're thinking about coming to the retreat, these would be super fun cards to mass produce because you have all the time and the space to do it. Yes, it does make you want it. Okay, last is our sentiment, and looks like I have 2 rhinestones left, so we'll throw those bad boys on. You could put the rhinestones in the middle of the flowers if you wanted to. I try not to do, if I'm using a dimensional, put a rhinestone on top of a dimensional just because it makes it a little bit thicker for the mail, but I think it's totally doable. So if you would rather put your rhinestones in the flowers, you can do that as well. Putting 2 in the center. There's that. There we go. Add my 2 rhinestones because that's all I have left. The other ones are colored red, and I don't want red on this card. So this one's just going to get 2. Okay, let me bring them all in, and you guys can tell me which one you like best. So we have Berry Burst, we have Gorgeous Grape, we have Calypso Coral, and Sweet Sorbet. So I literally just went in and found the blender pens that I had, and I was like, oh, that would be gorgeous. Oh, that would be beautiful. And that's how I picked these colors. So there was no rhyme or reason to the colors besides the Sweet Sorbet. That one is retired. So that one did have kind of a specific reason. Okay, that is your live for tonight. I cannot believe that we got that done in less than 25 minutes. And I chit-chatted a little bit in the morning. So anyway, I will be back on Tuesday at 7 p.m. to do another fun project for you. I do have card class on Saturday. There's 3 different times. There's an 8 a.m., there's an 11:30 a.m., and then I just opened up a 6 p.m. pajama class. So all 3 classes are the same. You can just come at different times. And if you come at 6 p.m., wear your pajamas and we'll just kind of sit, relax, and craft. So if you need anything, please feel free to reach out. If not, I will see many of you guys on Saturday for card class and then again on Tuesday for another live. Chat with you soon. Bye-bye.